What's going on, guys? It's JJones935 here, bringing you a Clash of Clans video on how to farm at Town Hall 10. Now, I know many of you are like me, and when you got to Town Hall 10, you just didn't know how you were going to get the same loot that you got at the previous Town Halls. And honestly, it's not as difficult as I thought it would be when I first got to Town Hall 10 and realized how much different it was. The main difference is you're going to need to get in a lot higher of a league than you're probably farming in right now. I know Barch is the attack strategy we're going to talk about and use. I know that's what a lot of people use to farm in previous Town Halls, and it's almost the same concept. But like I said, you're going to need to get in Crystal 1 or Masters 3. Now, that's your preference. Masters 3 has the higher loot bonus. It's also more difficult to find bases up there, and it's more difficult to stay in Masters 3. One reason, because the bases are harder, so you're going to lose maybe on a couple more bases if you typically would, and also you're going to get attacked more depending on how good your base is versus how you would be in Crystal 1. Now, as you can see on screen here, just a little quick side note, if you're ever searching for a base, come across the Town Halls on the outside and you're up there in Crystal 1, Masters 3, take those bases out, or take the Town Hall out there, because that is just perfect loot bonus sitting right there for you to take easily. Alright, so let's get into the layout. You're going to want about 140 barbarians and 100 archers. That's basically two barracks pushing out barbarians, and then the other two barracks pushing out archers. Honestly, you can deviate from that. It's not a big deal. You can have a little bit more archers if you want, or a little bit more barbarians if you want. Typically, I just stick the barbarians in there, stick the archers in there, and whatever output it gives me is what I get. And also, you want to try and bring your heroes into battle if you can. It's not a requirement. It just makes gives you kind of like a safe haven if you're on like that 45% and you need just a little couple extra buildings that your archer queen can take out from a distance. That's kind of what the heroes are there for. I know I didn't have my barbarian king in this video because he was currently upgrading, but still managed to work out just fine. Typically, what you're going to look for when you're searching for a base is you're going to look for weaker bases that are the first off. That's one option you can go with. Or if you find the stronger bases, you gotta make sure the buildings, like your barracks, your builders' huts, that they're at the edge of the map, out of the range of mortars and wizard towers. Now, we're not talking just a few buildings. We're talking a lot of buildings, like most of the barracks and the spell factories and the gold mines, the collectors, the builders' huts, all that are out of the range of mortars. They're kind of just sitting on the outside, and you can take them out. And that's typically what you're looking for. I know in this video I find more so weaker bases than I focus on the outside edge, but it's still the same mix and match. You can, if you find a really strong base, just make sure, if you're really sure you can beat it and attack it, make sure those buildings are on the outside edge. Whereas if you find a weaker base, then you don't necessarily have to follow that rule that everything has to be on the outside edge. Especially with the weaker mortars that will basically do little to no damage, level 6 or 7 barbarians depending on what you have, especially like the level 4 mortars I know that I've seen occasionally up here. Okay, I think this is the first base we're going to jump into. What you're going to need to do is you're going to want to spread your barbarians out all the way around the map. Kind of need to spread the archers right behind them. You can wait a little bit, wait for the barbarians to kind of hit the wall, that way in case they are in the range of the mortars, the archers. First, that's actually very hard, because you'd be surprised how if you try and just drop it like straight behind them, the mortar gets both rather than waiting, then it's the barbarian that's not in the archers. Your archers will do most of the taking down the buildings, because your barbarians so as you can see here, it was a weaker base. Some stuff was on the outside, but I mainly attacked the base because it was weaker. The reason I chose this base, probably, if you were paying attention to the ones I searched previous, is because this one had a little bit more loot in the collectors, and I've been searching for a while, so I kind of wanted to take out an easy base and get at least, man, just a little. I know 28,000 does not seem like a lot of loot, but that was perfect for the amount of time I've been searching. Here you're going to see kind of the same thing. The reason I went after this base is because it was also a weaker base. You can see the mortars are not strong at all. Barracks and army camps are kind of out of the range of his anything that can do damage. And builder huts are sitting in the corner. Those are what I stress more than anything in the world, because they're just clear out there. And a lot of people like to build builders and those, especially if people bought builders, that's just 4 or 5 builders huts. That's just easy, almost 10% right there. And also chose this base because of the collectors. As you can see, they had a decent amount of elixir in them. I know this is probably a really good elixir payout that I typically don't really see this much elixir every time I raid. I mean, I'll see it a couple times. Like if I'm out of every, say, 10 raids, I probably have 2 or 3 that I get around this much elixir. But usually my raids go as the first one you've seen, where I get mainly the loot bonus. But you got to think you're attacking around every 20-25 minutes, and that's honestly, the loot bonus will keep piling up, and you'll see the gains definitely a lot faster. And in this base here, you can definitely see in that top corner there, he had all the stuff right outside the wall. Yeah, he had some archers around there, and he does have 2 mortars out there, but he had so much buildings there that it was just easy, roughly 30% was probably out there that got easy taken out just because it was forced out of the barracks, and all the army camps were just waiting out there to basically. And then as you can see, just even along the wall there at the very end, you could see those archers just take out everything behind the barbarians there. And that's really it, guys. I mean, I know that this strategy has worked for me. I hope it works for you guys. Just let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just do me a favor, like, subscribe. I'll be bringing some more attack strategies. I think later on in the week I'll be bringing the minions and archers and barbarians attack strategy, just to make it even a lot faster. And thanks, guys.